What is up, everybody? We are back again. More Liza P. Nearing the end here. We just got done defeating the Simon boss. Yeah, 2 phases. First phase pretty easy. Second phase, not too bad either. So he called himself a god, so we can say that we have slain a god, I guess you could say. Let me double check if there's anything we can do back at the hotel right now before moving forward here. And there is not. So, under the abyss, it's the only thing left to do. We have Geppetto here. Let's go speak to our father.
I knew you could do it. We have all the ingredients we need. I dreamed of this day for so long. The moment you'd come back to life. You can be human again by using that vast supply of ergo in the arm of God. I just need the final ingredient. The one that holds your memories and your lifespan. Your heart. If you give me your heart, all these trials and tribulations will be over. You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward, I shall turn you into a real boy. Give me your heart, son.
Damn. So, we are going to refuse right here. Because I do know if we refuse, you get the last boss.
I believe
The real last boss.
Good boy. But you insist on breaking my heart.
And, I mean, Geppetto seems sleazy.
I suppose Carlo was mischievous. It seems you inherited his personality instead of his memories. But a father always looks after his children. Even naughty ones that must be punished, like you. In my own way, I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life. I'm disappointed in you.
Ooh. He's pissed.
I didn't mean for this to happen. I believed you were a good boy. If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself. My son.
What the fuck, man?
You can become a real
Nameless Puppet.
Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
Oh, come on, I had that.
I knew you had gone astray. You troublesome puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo.
There we go. His hits don't seem that strong.
Wants to resort
I'm kind of guessing there's going to be for sure a second phase here. This is not challenging at all.
If you can't find those memories, I'll make you into a living human
Nope.
myself.
So his weapon has kind of changed right there.
After I lost you, my life was full of nothing but regret. Spend more time with you. If only I had read you your favorite book. Father to son.
Bitch.
Forgive me, Carlo. Please regain your memories.
Obviously, we are Carlo. That's Geppetto's real son.
Break the fire, son. Come back to my arms.
There we go, there we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Clearly too easy. That cannot be it.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Alright, yep, he's got a lot more movesets now. Seems quicker as well. Damn. Oh man, he got me good right there. No. Okay, I was gonna say, you have to let me get that. Okay, that would have been nice to know. God damn it. Nope, I'm done. How do you dodge that one? Maybe just perfect block it?
Just a puppet. Nothing more.
Damn. Yep.
I forgot to.
Forgive me, Carlo. Please regain your memories.
I wasn't doing too bad right there. Okay, okay, okay. Oh yeah, back up, back up. Impossible to dodge, man. I'm telling you, impossible to dodge that. What? I must have to block it.
Just. Of course.
Oh shit, come on. Fuck. Oh, oh my gosh. I think we may have it here. There it fucking is. There it is. What is going on? Oh shit, twist of fate.
Were you going to destroy Carlo's heart?
I guess that's all he cares about, really. So. At least he's consistent with it.
Sorry.
It is done. I guess maybe like at the very last moment with that tear, he realized like, no wait, that actually is still Carlo. You know, we got his heart and all, so we have his memories and all that stuff, or his personality, whatever you want to call it. Is that Sophia in puppet form?
It's so good to see you.
Well, there it is. We can skip this? Oh, nice. I am gonna skip it.
I have a final report on the Krot experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus. Your findings?
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
I'm counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting.
Oh, it's that guy.
Is returning. Ah, and when I return,
I couldn't even recognize
I
him.
will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
The coin fruit guy at the hotel. You start the next playthrough, you won't be able to continue the current playthrough. Do you wish to continue? I mean, I think I did everything, right? Or I'll hit cancel. Was that a mistake? May have been a mistake on my part right there. Cause now what? I had to I'm just curious, like, if there's anything else I get after that. Let's see, do these guys have like new dialogue at least?
You have been such a great help.
This great disaster, the Krat crisis, has left no one unaffected. But it's over now, thanks to you. We are all in pain. We're all hurting. But now it's time to begin healing. I will do everything I can to help. Together, compagno, I think we really can make Krat, if not the entire world, a better place. You're always welcome.
So much has happened. It's bewildering. But it feels like there is hope. Even here in godforsaken Krat. It's all because of you. So thank you. Though I suspect you haven't told me everything.
It's true.
Welcome to Hotel Krot.
Is this a new song? Alrighty. I think that was new. That did seem new to me. Wait, what? This guy's back here? How?
Oh, did I scare you? It's me,
Oh.
Hugo. This whole thing has inspired me. I'm going to try to be the Aladoro of a new generation. I will also keep looking for the relic's true owner. Check in with me anytime. A great weapon calls for a great... Sorry, no, pronouncements aren't my thing. As always, prove that you're worthy.
Proof of humanity, the nameless puppet ergo. So that's what the thing we just got. The nameless puppet was the first puppet made by the old man that was mounted with a P organ. Its ergo efficiency was not just unremarkable, it was destructive. Thus, the nameless puppet was not chosen for the boy's body and sealed away. Okay, that makes sense. And then that was us. And then,
Great weapon calls for...
then we came about. Immunity to all attribute status alignments. Ailments. It's unknown whether the nameless puppet had an ego. This is because multiple cores holding concentrated ergo were used to boost its firepower. If this puppet could feel only one emotion, it would be hatred. And then the proof of humanity. Giant scissor blade used by the nameless puppet. It is a double-edged sword that can end one's freedom or grant it by cutting the strings of manipulation. Puppets are tied to strings. Humans have cut their own strings. The boy made a choice and became human. That is so interesting. I think I'd rather have the weapon. This is actually a really good one though. I'm not even gonna lie. But the weapon is kind of just cooler.
A great weapon call...
Let's see. Proof of humanity. That's kind of cool to have. Let's go. Yeah, let's talk to her too.
I've made up my mind. I am going to keep living to honor Atkinson's sacrifice. Someone needs to tell everyone out there what happened in Krot. I'm gonna look for a way out again. Thanks for all your help. I hope Krot finds fortune soon.
Let's check back over here. Can we do this thing yet? There we go. Okay, I'm glad I didn't put new game, that's for sure. Golden Lie. A mystical wooden rod obtained from the boy's portrait. Fascinatingly, it extends and retracts at the whim of Geppetto's puppets. There are two kinds of lies. Yours is the lie that makes your nose long. The boy loved the fairy tale about the wooden puppet's adventure. At least the wooden puppet's father was kind. Let's equip that. Blue butterfly letter. Thank you for giving me a new life. The fact that an ergo puppet can have a second life and become another kind of human requires more time for people to find out about. Until then, I won't return to the hotel but plan to stay at this place. The Krat disaster has stopped. Still, there is the aftermath of the petrification disease and the puppets. Please heal the wounds for the people. You're the reason we have our freedom. Thank you so much. I'm grateful you freed me from my puppet strings. Ergo puppet can have a second life. Okay. So that, I don't know, does that mean I have 2 bodies? No, right? Or like, what happened to me when I did that? The Letter of the Eternal. I had a good time. It's amazing to see a new brother being born. I hope to meet you again sometime on the eternal line of time. PP. Alright guys, so in conclusion, there were a couple of quests that I did not finish because I made the wrong choices and all this stuff, and you know, even though I did do some research on the game, I didn't like look up everything about the game, so some things were 100% new to me, and just turns out I made the wrong choice in terms of trying to get all the quests. I just want to see what happens when we do restart at this point now, because it doesn't really matter to me. If I would, there's nothing else for me to do. So let's do that. This. Okay. So it tells you since the beginning, like Carlo. Oh, okay. So I get to restart. Interesting. While having all this stuff with me? That would make for an interesting, like, another playthrough. But yeah. We are gonna go ahead and cap it off there. Let's go ahead and just exit. Number of plays 2 now, I guess. This would be the second playthrough. And let's wrap up here. Great game. Probably the best Soul-like game that I've played that isn't directly from software. And they did a lot of really good things, honestly. It's not like a total rip-off, you know. I was thinking Bloodborne, right? I see this and I think Bloodborne. And I think initially that's kind of how I was going through the game, but then as the game progressed, it definitely became its own thing. I really like the concept of you lying or telling the truth. I think if it was up to me, and if I didn't do any research on the game, I probably would have told the truth a lot more than lying. But I saw that lying is kind of like a big part of the game, hence the title, Lies P. And that kind of turns your heart into a real heart, making you like a real person, right? And they make you decide very quickly, so it really catches you off guard. You know, when you first come across one of these options, you don't really have the time to look up in real time, like what is the best thing to do, because time is ticking. And another thing that I really liked is a lot of things, at least from my previous experiences with Bloodborne, not Bloodborne, like From Software games that I've played, story is pretty hard to follow at times. It's kind of just like secondary in a way. You know, you can find the story if you look deep into the lore and every item, read every description, all that stuff. And I did try to do that with this game a little bit, not everything, but at least what I thought would be like the important stuff. But they did a really good job of like keeping the story intact and like making it kind of digestible, I guess, if you want to say. I still don't think I would still have to look at a video to get every single detail correct about this game, but I think in my mind, like, I have a good idea of the story. And there are games that mainly just focus on the combat, and like I said, the story is kind of secondary. So I did enjoy that. I think that the story is still pretty easy to follow, and it makes me also want to look up the Pinocchio story. Just because I'm really not familiar. Obviously, I know Pinocchio lies, his nose grows bigger, but I knew about Geppetto, the dad. But I know this probably has a lot more of the story ingrained into it that I'm just not aware of, and I think it would make me appreciate the game more. So, in my free time, I think that's definitely something that is worth looking up and then just comparing it to the story in general. And I think it would make me appreciate the game even more. And I guess really quick before ending it, toughest boss, I think for me, for sure, was either the King of Puppets, aka Romeo, and the Laxasia, the Complete, or something like that. Those two by far the hardest bosses to me. Every other boss after that, to be honest, just takes a couple of tries, I would say. No other boss stood out to me than those two. Even the last boss was not as difficult. As you could tell, it only took me like 4 or 5 tries. But yeah, overall, great game. If you are into From Software games, I think this is a must play, honestly. This is a great game on its own. And I'm super excited about the DLC that is going to be coming out, and I think I picked up the game at the perfect time other than when it first came out. So that way I can just hop right into that DLC when it comes out. So I'll see if I'll stream that or not. More than likely will, since I already did this as well. So I'll probably just continue that. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Give me a follow on Twitch. I would really appreciate it. And peace.